Welcome back to the 4th episode of the Bench Buddies podcast. Today, I'm your host, Big Al, joined with King Skelliot.
You are here with Skelliot, and today we got a special guest.
Our first special guest.
Our first very special guest. And here is Isaac.
Hello,
welcome to the show, Isaac. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
We're happy to have you. We've been wanting to get someone new on, just to give a different perspective of what we talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But looking into the future, we also have another very special guest next episode. We're not going to give any spoilers, but is a very, very special person.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait for that.
So today, we will be going over our NFL Gameday picks. It's going to be a purely football-related podcast episode. So I'm sorry, Miss Sibka, you're not going to enjoy this one. Shout out to my 7th period science teacher, Miss Sibka. Absolute legend. So, the NFL, it's week 13, right? Yeah, it's week 13.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be discussing who's playing who and who we're gonna think is gonna win. So, pulling up the schedule right now. The first one that comes up is Saints versus Falcons. Who we got? Who we got going? Saints versus Falcons.
Saints, Falcons, Saints.
Yeah,
obviously.
I got the Saints.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, true. Kamara, absolute god.
Game over already.
I mean, see the thing is with Atlanta, they have the talent.
Their defense is nasty too, Bill.
Oh, that is very true, very true. But the thing is, Atlanta has the talent to beat the Saints. They just can't put it together. Is what it seems like. Cause think about it. You got Matt Ryan. He won the MVP. What was it, like 3 years? 3 years ago? Yeah, it was 3 years ago. Because it was him, then Mahomes, then Jackson.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that.
You got one of the best receivers in the league in
Yeah.
Julio.
Yeah.
And then you got Todd Gurley, who's far from his Offensive Player of the Year season with the Rams, but he's still a very, very good back. So I'm going to agree with you too. I'm going to pick the Saints. However, I could see a world where the Falcons win.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be a possibility, but Julio Jones, he's not playing.
Oh, he isn't?
So they don't have a chance. No, he's not.
Oh yeah, no, they got no chance. They got no chance.
And the Falcons always choke, so
But also we all know the Falcons. They always suck at the beginning. They're not at the beginning. They always go on a win streak. At some point in their season, it's either in the beginning. I think last season they started out 5-0 and then just totally crashed. This year they've been doing bad. They're on a little win streak. So I can see, like I said, they've got momentum. They could beat the Saints.
Yeah.
Now, next game.
And they're at home, so maybe.
Yeah, you never know. Next game, Browns versus Titans. This is a rematch. This is a rematch of Week 1. I think it was last year, and the Browns got absolutely smacked.
Yes.
The Browns are missing OBJ.
Yeah.
And I think there's someone else. I just can't remember the name.
I think Miles Garrett is back this week. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's good for them, but I still think the Titans are going to run away with this game because they don't have any answer for
Henry.
the
King Henry right there.
King Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's going to run all up their defense.
He's King Henry the VIII of the football world because his stiff arms decapitate the opponents.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right, Lions.
You got
Bears.
Tannehill.
Yeah.
You got AJ Brown too.
Oh, dude, I forgot. AJ Brown is underrated. I think he's very, very underrated.
He is.
Oh yeah.
He's fast too.
He is.
Oh yeah.
Now, Lions Bears.
This is gonna be a trash game.
Oh, it's gonna be it's either gonna be a blowout on either side, or it's gonna be a slugfest, but like a low scoring slugfest.
Yeah, I'm saying Bears win.
I'm thinking Bears too. Actually, no. Lions. I think Lions will win this one.
I'm sorry, Bears fans, but the Bears have lost 5 in a row, and they're going to lose their 6 in a row.
Yeah.
We started off 5-1, and then they lost 5 in a row now. So.
Don't trigger anybody, Isaac. Don't trigger anybody.
Oh, sorry. I'm not. Sorry, Bears fans.
We'd like to see you back here at some point. So, I think the Lions are going to pull this one out. I think it's going to be a very, very close, gritty game, but I think the Lions are going to pull this one out.
Stafford's pretty good, actually.
Stafford is good. He's, Yeah.
Kenny Galladay was like a 5th-round draft pick, and he's been a beast.
He's also been very good. No, the thing that I actually saw this really, really good video. I can't remember who it was by, but it was passes that Matt Stafford made that if Mahomes made them, the league would have went crazy. And it was like, Matthew Stafford is a very underrated passer. He's basically a budget Mahomes. It's just he's not on a winning team, so no, he doesn't get the recognition he deserves.
Yeah.
So every sidearm throw somebody makes, they go, oh, Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes, you know, he does that. Big Ben does it. Stafford does it. Tom Brady does it. Every quarterback does that.
How dare you give Tom Brady credit? How dare you give Tom Brady credit, Isaac?
Every quarterback tries to, read a defense. And they're like, oh, only Mahomes can read defenses. But Ben can do it. And I'm so sad to say this. I hate Tom Brady, but he's been doing it for years. For 20 years now.
So
I'm pretty sure he knows how to read a defense.
Still, how dare you? How dare you give Tom Brady credit? We do not give Tom Brady credit. Tom Brady, we don't like him.
I don't give him credit. He's been around for 20 years.
Get out of here, Isaac. Tom Brady.
Honestly, I mean, Isaac does have a point, though, because he is the most experienced quarterback in the league currently.
Yeah.
All right?
That's what I'm saying. He's the most experienced. I didn't say he was good because he's trash this year.
So he's not trash. I mean, he's just kind of forgetting things.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Really, because he's been 0 for 22 on deep balls the past 3 weeks.
We have to talk about it. All right, so just to recap. I'm going Lions. Isaac, you're going...
Lions. I'm going Lions.
Lions, and
I'm going Bears.
Bears? All right, Elliot, me and you might have to put a little money on this.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch. Fourth quarter Stafford's also a thing, though.
The worst draft pick in NFL history right there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't think he's the worst. I'm pretty sure he made a Pro Bowl a couple years ago.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Bears could have took Mahomes.
You know who else could have took the Mahomes? The Bengals. But no, they Mr. 422 draft bust John Ross.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow, though. I mean...
Yeah, R.I.P. his knee, though.
I know, dude. I liked him. He's so good.
Yeah.
I know. All right,
He's gonna be their franchise QB.
That is if they can keep him healthy.
Yeah.
That's actually a great segue because now we're in the Bengals Dolphins. Who do you think's gonna win? Dolphins.
Yeah.
See, this one makes me.
Dolphins have been a very big surprise this year.
That is so true. That is so true.
5-11 season to a 6-4 team. Oh no, it's a 7-4 team.
It's a 7-4.
And 7-4, and they're in a playoff spot. Their defense is very good.
But this just
Xavier Howard has 7 interceptions this year.
Xavier Howard's been popping off. Now, the only thing that makes me sad, truly makes me sad about this game, is because it was supposed to be the Joe Burrow Tua Tagovailoa rematch.
Yeah,
because in college, there's senior seasons, or I don't know if Tua was the senior, but the last seasons in college they went off. Head to head in a game, and LSU ended up pulling out the win, knocking Alabama out of the playoffs that year. So this is supposed to be the big rematch. Yeah. But sadly, Joe Burrow was taken from the season with that devastating knee injury.
Offensive line cannot predict them whatsoever.
Bro, that offensive line's so bad.
You can't be a good quarterback if you don't have a good offensive line.
I hate to say it, but I'm scared that Joe Burrow is heading down the same path that Carson Palmer went down.
I get a heart attack every time Ben gets hit. Oh no, please don't go down.
Oh yeah, that was especially ever since the elbow injury last year.
Freaking Dallas game had me scared. The Dallas game had me scared when he planted like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ever since last year with that elbow injury, it's scary.
Oh yeah.
All right, next game is Jags versus Vikings.
I mean, the Jags, the Jags gave the Browns last week a run for their money, though.
They did.
That's the only thing.
I think. Yeah, actually, me and my stepdad.
If the Jags wouldn't have gone for 2 points on the one thing, it would have been a tie game going to overtime.
Probably.
At least.
Like, me and my stepdad, who was a Browns fan, we were talking about this. He's like, yeah, the Browns are winning against the Jaguars. I'm like, how much? He's like, by 1. I'm like, yeah, the Steelers blew them out by 24 last week, so not really that impressive.
Exactly.
Like, every time honestly, he tries to bring up that the Browns are doing good, all I say is, imagine not being undefeated.
The Vikings here.
Yeah, I'm picking the Vikings, too.
I'm picking the Jags. I'm going the Jags.
Jefferson
I'm going Minshew Mania. I don't even know if he's playing.
Oh.
But Minshew Mania.
He's not playing. It's Mike Lennon again.
That just shows how much. Like, I used to be so into football. I just fell in love with basketball more, and so I've been paying so much more attention to basketball
I've been
than football.
I've been an NFL fan, NHL and MLB for years in college football, so...
See, I'm so simple-minded, I guess you could say, that I only pay attention to one... I can only fully focus on one sport at a time, which is, right now, it's basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I used to be so obsessed with football that I could read off a player's Madden ratings from the top of my head. Like, that's how obsessed I was with football and football-related content.
So I picked the Vikings.
I picked the Jags.
I picked the Vikings.
Big L?
I'm picking Jags. I think Jags are going to pull this one out.
Get out of here.
Bro, no. Hey, don't trash my opinion.
Wait.
Hey, it's all good, though. It's all good, though. Honestly, I believe in the Jags to get the upset, but I'm picking the Vikings because of Dalvin Cook and Justin Jefferson.
Justin
this year.
This rookie class of wide receivers is the best one that I've seen of recent memory. Like, since I started following football and stuff like that. Like, that is the best one I've seen. Because, you got Claypool, Justin Jefferson. I'm pretty sure, isn't A.J. Brown a rookie?
No. This is his second year in the NFL.
Oh, second year? Oh, okay.
Yeah, second year.
I thought... No, alright, my bad. But
I'm
changing
my opinion to the Jags.
Dang, Elliot, I wanted to take more money from you. I was hoping you were going to stick with the Vikings. I was going to bring $5 for... Okay, Elliot. Tomorrow, at Pictures, I'm going... Every time we disagree on a team, I will bring $5 to bet against you.
Okay.
I win. Let's say the Lions beat the Bears. I get your money. But, the Jags and the Vikings face off, and we're gonna put a little friendly wager on this. All right, next.
Okay, so what's the next matchup?
Next matchup.
I want to discuss
Colts Texans.
Colts and Texans.
I'm thinking Texans. I'm taking Texans.
I want the Texans.
I'm gonna have the Texans pull off the upset here.
Yeah, I want the Texans too.
We got Deshaun Watson is my favorite NFL player.
Oh, I love
outside
Deshaun
of
Watson.
Steelers.
I love Deshaun Watson. It's so fun to watch him play.
Yeah.
Just last year, he had so many absurd touchdown passes. There was that one in the game where he literally got kicked on the side of the head.
Yeah.
Was rolling out,
dude,
fixed his helmet inside, and threw it into the. And that was probably the best play I've ever seen.
Damn, I was literally about to say that too, because he got kicked in the face on the same exact play, touchdown pass.
It was for the game too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a touchdown.
So.
Next matchup.
We got to get a little overview of the teams though first.
Yeah.
The Colts and Texans. Texans, they've been winning. They've been winning. They started off the year really, really rough.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't think can all be attributed to D-Hop, them losing D-Hop. However, that has to be a huge factor, and also just the turmoil in the locker room. But I don't know if you noticed, they started getting a lot better since they fired Bill O'Brien.
Yeah.
Which is what needed to be done.
Terrible.
was awful. We're not gonna get into that trade because everyone and their mother has. But it was. The Colts.
Here's the thing about that trade. He only got a second round pick out of it.
No, they swapped. They swapped fourth round. He basically just got David Johnson for D-Hop.
Yeah.
But regardless, the Colts, I think they're going to make the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to do much in the playoffs. Phillip Rivers.
It's definitely a playoff team. Like, they have one of the top defenses.
They do.
In the whole time.
And if that can carry them to a playoff win, good on them. But Phillip Rivers is a proven playoff choker when it comes to the big games.
Yeah.
Like the last time they were in the playoffs, what was it, 2 years ago? They got blown out by the Patriots.
Yeah, so the Colts are Phillip Rivers, he's okay, but he still throws a crap ton of interceptions.
He does, because his throwing mechanics are so, it's odd. So that opens it up for a lot of picks.
Yeah.
Alright, we ready to move on to the next matchup?
Yep. Anytime.
After we pick Texans across the board. Alright, next matchup is Raiders versus Jets.
Okay. I've got the Jets winning their first game this year.
Yeah.
No.
Jets are gonna...
Raiders. Raiders are going to destroy the Jets.
Yeah, Jets are going to win the first game this year.
Dude, the Raiders have gone.
I'm going to come.
The Raiders handed Kansas City, the Patrick Mahomes led Kansas City Chiefs, their one loss, and almost handed them their second. They've gone toe-to-toe with the best team in the league.
Okay.
I know it's contradicting. I'm a Steelers fan. We're all Steelers fans here.
Here's the thing.
However,
I know.
Kansas City's the best team in the AFC. And the Raiders have gone toe-to-toe with them. Derek Carr has revived his freaking career this year, and it's crazy. So I'm going Raiders in a blowout win on the Jets.
Okay, so I'm going to pick the Jets, and here's why. Because at some point, I know the Jets are going to get a win, right? And
they might not.
I pick the Jets because I want to come back to this podcast, and you're going to be proven wrong.
Is that the only reason you're picking opposite? You're picking opposite of me just to have it on record that I was wrong.
On record. On record, and
right, I'll take you up on that.
I actually believe that the Jets are going to win.
No.
Dude, this is the last chance that the Jets have for a win.
I don't think they're going to do it.
They have good players, just they have a terrible coach, and
yes.
the only good receiver is Crowder. He's the only good receiver.
Yeah. All right, Giants Seahawks.
Okay. There is no Daniel Jones, and he sucks anyway. So Seahawks all the way.
Seahawks all the way. Dangerous Wilson. Absolute god.
Yeah, he is. Metcalf is.
Metcalf
is doomed.
I have 0 words because he's so good. He's
See, I've actually gotten a lot of mixed opinions on Metcalf. I was talking about it with some of the kids on the basketball team. They think he's just all physical abilities. 'Cause he's dropped a lot of passes because they even said in his draft report he's a raw talent. But that man is built. There's that shirtless picture of him at the gym that everyone's seen, and he's just jacked.
He's insane.
I honestly want to see him. I want to see. I'm gonna have to look this up if it's already happened after this pod. But I want to see him get the ball from catch the ball, run, and then just run somebody over a small DB. Just run him over.
You saw his freaking strides in the Arizona game.
Oh
he chased Buda Baker down. Buda Baker, he never slowed down.
No, Buda Baker was zooming, but Metcalf just
okay. Yeah.
He went.
And that saved a touchdown too because he went for a first goal. So you gotta love the effort of these, these players sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's the hustle plays that really stand out. All right, so we're getting towards the end here.
Alright, yeah.
This is our final
next matchup.
Final 7 games of the week. Rams versus Cardinals. This is gonna be an amazing game.
One, actually.
Are the Ravens getting Lamar back?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, I think.
No. This is Rams, not Ravens. This is Rams Cardinals.
Could be wrong.
Oh, Rams. Okay.
Yeah.
Rams Cardinals. My bad. Okay, so it's very tough because it's both of these teams are fighting for a playoff spot.
They are.
6-5, Rams 7-4. So
Rams also have a really good bounce back season.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Cardinals. Kyler Murray, D-Hop.
I'm going Rams.
That's about it.
I'm going Rams.
Alright.
I want to go with the Cardinals, man.
Honestly, any team would be okay with the pick. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see a wrong pick here.
Yeah, this is actually a really good toss-up game.
Oh, yeah.
Because think about it, right? Yeah, you mentioned D-Hop, right? Best receiver.
Yeah, I did.
Best. I think it's safe to say he's the best receiver.
How about Hail Mary? I saw it play live.
Her-
It was just
Hail
insane.
Murray.
I was like, no way. That's
That
happening.
was crazy.
No way, man.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But Aaron Donald is gonna have a feast. Sure, Kyler Murray can move and he can zoom. He can zoom, but Aaron Donald is gonna eat. Jalen Ramsey's gonna I'm not gonna say he's gonna shut down Jalen or D-Hop, but he's gonna definitely have a big effect on D-Hop.
Yeah, he is.
And if Jared Goff can just get something going early, I think the Rams are gonna win this one.
I'm going with the Cardinals.
All right, hold on, tally that up. That is a. So Elliot,
Hey, but any pick there.
you better be bringing $15
Can't go wrong with that one.
to pictures tomorrow, because we're gonna have to.
Okay?
Or actually, no, after the games. Bring it after the games, not tomorrow. That'd just be stupid to bet before the games.
Yeah.
Or exchange money before the game. Okay, next matchup: Patriots Chargers.
Patriots,
You know what?
had a miracle win last game.
They did.
You know what? I am going to pick the LA Chargers, and here's why. Okay? You got Justin Herbert. He's been playing well. Keenan Allen has been making these insane catches in the end zone.
Yeah.
And just, they got a good offense. Just they need to work on their defense somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because Herbert just a beast. Like, he came out of nowhere.
Oh, Herbert's
I
definitely.
think it's like 22 touchdown passes, maybe.
I'm thinking
Like
he's
that?
gonna win rookie of the year. As much as I think Claypool should win
Yeah.
rookie of the year,
Yeah.
it always goes to the
because
quarterback.
Claypool
So
has like
10.
8 receiving touchdowns, 11.
No, I think he has 8 receiving and 2 rushing.
2 rushing,
Yeah, I think so.
8 receiving, something like that. 11, 10, I don't remember.
Something like that.
But he's playing at least.
He's eating. He is absolutely eating.
Dude, I seriously made that catch against the Giants. I knew he was gonna be good. That sideline catch against the Giants, he was insane.
The man is crazy. But I'm gonna pick Patriots. I'm picking Patriots.
Ooh. I'm picking.
I kind of like that pick actually.
I'm gonna pick the Patriots.
As
I
much as
think
it
Cam
hurts me,
Newton.
I just died a little bit inside picking the Patriots.
I think Cam Newton.
Dude,
is
I
gonna
never
have
picked the
a game.
Patriots.
But they're on a hot streak. They're on a hot streak. They beat the Ravens.
The Chargers, okay. Chargers are gonna take this one, in my opinion. All right, so
That last game.
Patriots all the way. As much as it hurts me to say that. All right, next matchup is.
dude, okay, hold up.
All right.
So, J.C. Jackson on the pass has 6 interceptions. Did you know that?
Oh yeah. They definitely. I mean, they're obviously missing Stephon Gilmore, but like, the defense has stepped up in the absence of Stephon Gilmore and Dante Hightower.
Yeah.
It's been very impressive. They have been very impressive this year.
He upped it out.
Yeah, because
All right,
what
go ahead.
must not be named.
Next one.
Eagles Packers.
Do we even have to say this one?
A-Rod.
Eagles.
A-Rod's gonna eat.
You
A-Rod's gonna eat. That's all I'm gonna say.
And Aaron Rodgers.
A-Rod's
Devontae
gonna
Adams.
eat. Aaron Rodgers gonna eat.
Joey Alexander. Like, it's...
Packers are gonna win. There's no doubt.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Packers are gonna win.
Aaron Jones is a beast. Devontae Adams is a beast.
Aaron Rodgers is a beast.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is an everyday candidate.
It's not even
Like,
a question.
every time he throws the ball, it's on target. Every time.
Exactly.
It's insane.
He's only had one bad game this year, and it was against the Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay. Yeah.
Fucking,
But other than that, he has been
They got
spot
blown out by them.
on. He's been spot on.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously,
Talk about Philadelphia.
Here we go.
Carson Wentz is the worst quarterback right now.
I don't think he's the worst. I wouldn't go that far.
14 interceptions, 14 touchdowns.
Don't forget about Sam Darnold.
Oh, I hate Darnold, dude. He's...
Yeah, but like Darnold, I don't know how much that is. That is
I mean,
that
his
is
team's
him,
bad, so it's like,
or it's that.
It's his fault, really.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have the worst discussion another time. Broncos versus Chiefs. Interdivision rivals.
What?
Okay, I'm saying Broncos because I want them to win so the Steelers can get a little bit of a lead. You know?
That's
the
true.
reason
That's
why
true.
I'm
That's
picking
true.
If it was actually making a pick, I'll pick the Chiefs.
Chiefs are gonna win.
Chiefs are gonna.
Yeah, they are. But yeah,
Huh?
you never know though. You never know.
I don't know. I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna pick the Broncos in this one.
Let's go. Yeah.
And like not just because I want the Broncos to win, but I think the Broncos might have a legitimate chance. The Chiefs, their record looks amazing, right? But they have had so many close games, many
But, like, bro,
against the
Rudy
Panthers.
made a heck of a catch against the Jets.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, I think the Broncos have a real shot at winning this, so I'm going to pick the Broncos. Elliot, you picked the
I don't
Chiefs.
think they're gonna win.
Did you pick the Chiefs, Elliot?
Yeah.
All right, that's the fourth time that we've gone against each other.
All right. So next.
Next one is our hometown, or I guess not hometown, but you know what I'm saying. Washington versus the Steelers.
The football team, all right?
The football team
Bruh,
versus the
football team.
Steelers.
I know. Okay. I think I'm gonna pick the this is tough. The Steelers?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the Steelers because they're my favorite team, but purely.
I'm scared of. The only thing I'm scared of is that this team is 4-7 and they have Terry McLaurin.
Oh,
That's
Terry
what I'm
McLaurin's an
scared
absolute
of.
beast.
Yeah,
No, my only
Terry's
thing
a
is
beast.
two things. One, Washington wants a playoff spot because in that crap division.
Yeah.
So they're
First
hungry.
place, baby.
They are hungry. Two,
Yes.
Steelers always play down to their competition, and we always lose
yeah.
at least one or two
You
games.
always lose to a crappy team.
Yeah, we always lose every year to like
We
a
lost
team
to the Raiders 2 years ago.
that we had no
They were
business losing to.
1-14.
We
And-
lost to the Jets last year.
Yeah, because we didn't have a freaking quarterback.
That's true.
Honestly, that's the reason why.
But I'm gonna pick the Steelers because they're my favorite team. But I can see a world where the
Steelers,
Washington
obviously.
Reds, sorry,
Our defense is
Washington
insane.
football
Line's
team.
insane. Take off and play well. And
Yeah.
Bud. Oh yeah.
That was a huge
Since the
blow.
Steelers, I'm gonna talk about Bud's injury. It's definitely a big one.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
definitely,
a big one because
definitely, because he was
We're still gonna win.
Good.
We're still gonna win.
because like it wouldn't be that big.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be as big
Yeah.
as it is if we didn't already lose Devin Bush.
Yeah.
I was kind of sad because like he might not be on the Steelers next year
Yeah, he got franchise tagged.
because yeah. So it could be his last like snap as a Steeler. You know.
Which would be heartbreaking, honestly. And
Yeah.
the thing is,
I want to.
we have such bad luck with linebackers this year. If we lose TJ,
His story is like his story is people called him like a draft bust.
Mhm.
Saying he wasn't that good. And in 2019 and this year he's been
phenomenal.
insane.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Because I think all those draft busts lit a fire under him to get better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. People were freaking doubting him and
So,
everything else.
so let me just say, thank you, Bud Dupree haters, because he's good now, which benefits us.
Yeah, he's a beast.
So, thank you.
All right. What's the next matchup, Miguel?
Next matchup: Bills Niners. This is a hard one.
I want the 49ers to win just because we're versus Buffalo next week.
Okay. Here's why I'm picking 49ers. They just beat the Rams. Very good team.
Yeah.
And, okay, I get that they have a backup quarterback, but, San Fran's still a good team.
Yeah.
They've played well without, half their team.
Sure.
They played the Packers with, 9, people out.
Yeah.
And these practice squad players.
And they,
The score was,
but
and the score was 34 to 17.
That-
It's not really that bad for practice squad players.
no. But I think the Niners' luck is running out, so I'm gonna pick the Bills.
Oh my.
Josh Allen's
I'm
having
picking
Josh Allen's having a phenomenal season. The addition of Stephon Diggs has been astronomically beneficial to him. The defense is amazing.
Diggs, dude. He's a beast.
So just to recap, so I can keep my tally here. Elliot, who did you pick?
I picked the Niners.
I picked the Bills. All right, that's another one we disagree on.
I'm picking the Niners.
I'm picking Bills. I think Bills are gonna.
Okay, speaking of the Bills, I'm kind of scared to face Stephon Diggs and the whole offense for the Steelers. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be really scary.
Next matchup is Ravens-Cowboys. Now, I just looked up if Lamar's going to play. And it says Ravens QB to miss Steelers game, possibly week 13, with, what he has.
Yeah.
So, it's honestly a toss-up.
So, the Cowboys, sadly, are still fighting for first place in that division.
Which is hilarious.
So
Yeah.
they got a good offense, but their defense is going to kill them in this one.
It's like
I'm sorry. I have to.
Trace McSorley is going to dominate.
Oh, Trace McSorley's going to get the start and they're going to win. Oh, no, it's going to be the meme matchup. It might be...
blocking out touchdown.
Dude, it might mean a Trace McSorley versus Ben DiNucci. If they put Ben DiNucci in, I know that Andy Dalton's healthy, but you never know.
No, they got Dalton back.
Dalton could be struggling. They might put Ben DiNucci in there. It could be Ben DiNucci versus Trace McSorley. I would watch that game. That's matchup of the century right there.
Oh, yeah.
Trace McSorley throwing on a dime.
Like, oh, man. That man has become a meme.
I know.
Yeah. Well,
Ben DiNucci.
somebody made that song like 2 years ago.
I know. It just blew up.
I know.
Yeah. Alright. What else we got?
That's really it. But the Ravens, I just want to talk about the Ravens for a little bit. They've lost 4 in a row. 4. They lost to us twice, the Patriots, and who else? The Titans.
Chiefs.
No,
Titans.
no, I'm talking. Yeah, they did lose to the Chiefs. But I'm talking in this specific losing streak, this 4-game losing streak. They went from contenders. They went from a 6-1 team, contenders, to a 6-5 team, which is mediocre.
So
now they've had a lot of injuries. So the best thing would be if they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because if they don't make the playoffs,
I have a question.
we ain't got much to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
So I have a question. Do you think Lamar Jackson reached his peak?
Last year?
No, right now.
I think right now, last year was his peak because he won that unanimous MVP. This year, he's had a huge regression. He even said in an interview that defenses have finally figured out how to stop him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's been kind of neutralized.
He can't pass. He throws for 170 a game. Like, that's just terrible.
That's why they need to put him at running back and the GOAT, Trace McSorley.
Trace McSorley, quarterback.
There's so many stupid TikToks about. It's like a picture of Lamar Jackson's like, Coach, I'm switching to full-time running back, and it's like,
oh yeah, I saw that one. That was pretty funny.
And it's like, good, you freaking stink. And it's like, RG3 is now the quarterback, and then it's a picture of Trace McSorley. It's like a picture of RG3, and it's like, Coach, I don't know if I can play. He's like, then who else do we have? And it starts playing the song, and it's a picture of the God himself, Trace McSorley.
Just
Now,
to keep him borrow.
I'm wearing yup.
Big L. It's a big L.
Yeah.
I was talking to Ellie about this, like right before the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if the Steelers are 15-0, will they rest their starters?
That is actually a great question. That is actually because undefeated season.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
who do we have last game?
Let me check.
Browns.
Yeah, last game we have the Browns. Which actually, a couple years ago, I went to a Browns game. It was the time that they were resting their starters, and it was actually really close. It's actually a really good game. They went into overtime, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they did go into overtime. It was my first football game I've ever been to was phenomenal.
Yeah, for that game.
I was so happy.
Jones, you get Lindsey Jones?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I was so happy when they cut him. Because like watching him play live, he was so
He did pretty
bad.
good, though, like, in the AAF or whatever it was, or the, what was it called?
Was he the AAF or the
I can't remember
XFL?
what it was. He's one of those leagues. Alright, yeah.
One of the
That's it.
summer, no, I guess one of the spring leagues.
Yeah,
So the Steelers have Washington.
I was talking to. Go ahead. Yeah,
The Steelers have Washington this week. Then the Bills. Then the Bengals. Then the Colts. Then the Browns.
Yeah. So.
We got an easy schedule.
Okay. If we beat the Bills, I think we're fine.
I'm telling you, I think
Colts,
if we don't lose to the football team, the Washington football team, we're definitely losing to the Bills because we have so much trouble containing a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
Like RG3
Yeah, so I was talking
went
to
off rushing wise.
I was talking to Elliot about this earlier too. So when the Steelers lose a game, everybody's gonna freak out. Say, "Oh my gosh, they lost! The worst team ever!" Like,
I know.
as soon as they lose.
Yeah.
So I want to go 16-0, but at the same time, I want to get the loss like out of the way. So like because
But the thing, I think going 16-0 is kind of cursed.
Yeah.
Because the Patriots,
I mean, it'd be pretty cool though.
Patriots, one of the best. That was one of the best Patriots teams that year that went 16-0, and then lost to Eli Manning.
Randy Moss was on that team too.
Yeah, well, lost to Eli Manning in the Super Bowl, and then you had the Panthers coming close. They came close to going 16-0. They lost one game to Atlanta.
So
Lost in
I
the Super
saw on
Bowl.
Twitter, Instagram for like sports news, right? And I saw a tweet saying that Keith Butler, the defensive coordinator for the Steelers, he wants a third ring because he has 3 sons and only has 2.
Hold up.
And
All right.
So what I was saying was, I saw a tweet that Keith Butler said that he wants 3 rings because he has 3 sons and he only has 2. And I responded to the tweet saying, "Stop putting one in coverage then if you want to win the Super Bowl." So like, I'm throwing shots here.
Which is true. That's so true.
No, think what? It was not Keith Butler, but it was someone like
Quoting.
not like a sports insider.
Yeah.
That stuff. I was like, yeah. And then someone responded to me saying, "Oh, so we're just gonna leave the wide receiver wide open?" I'm like, no, it's a cornerback's job, not a freaking defensive line / linebacker's job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, but if we go undefeated and have the perfect season, the 19-0 season, it's the perfect way because undefeated, second undefeated team ever in the history, and we win our 7th Super Bowl, putting us above the Patriots.
And those Miami freaking Dolphins that went undefeated will stop celebrating at the only undefeated team in the whole entire NFL because they keep bragging at the only team, and I want them to see another undefeated team.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that could be us. We've honestly, if we had our core now, but added mentally sane Antonio Brown and non-drug addicted Le'Veon Bell, we there'd be no question we'd be blowing out every team by 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would.
All right. Well. Oh wow. So we're at almost 40 minutes on this thing.
All right. Going back to the so Antonio Brown. I want to talk about him for a minute. He used to be my favorite player. At
Yeah,
the time
same.
when he was good, right? And I was like, so crap. What was I gonna say? Yeah. I used to look up to him because he was just a good player. But ever since he was an idiot, he was a favorite player because I had a Antonio Brown jersey, right?
Mm-hmm.
I stopped wearing it ever since
Same.
that crap happened.
I had the really. I'm personal favorite, a fan of the Bumblebee jerseys.
I like them. I don't know why people call them so ugly. They're so
I know,
cool.
they're fire. And I had one of Antonio Brown. And I donated to Goodwill. Because I couldn't stand wearing his jersey.
I got a Color Rush Juju, and I got a Statue of Liberty Watt.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that statue. That one's lit.
I love Juju because he's always positive, and every single wide receiver on this team does not care if they get the ball or not.
Exactly. Like, even, this was a couple weeks ago, I saw an interview.
I love this team somewhat.
Yeah. A couple weeks ago, I saw an interview with Ben, like right after that Philadelphia Eagles game where Claypool had 4 touchdowns. And he was like, I looked at Juju after, and Juju just had a massive smile on his face. He was so happy for Claypool getting all those touchdowns and being amazing. Like, they're so unselfish this year. And that was our problem. Our locker room was so toxic a couple years ago, but we got rid of all that.
Yeah.
And we're perfect now.
Yeah.
We're not perfect.
Positive vibes.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But
what can I say? So Eric E. Braun also said that
that was a
they
fantastic
don't care if they're wrong too.
Yeah,
so it's it's when it's positive.
Exactly. They're selfless. Unlike Mr. Antonio Brown, who's like,
Okay.
we have a bad Wi-Fi connection now because he doesn't throw me the ball enough.
But the thing is, you can't throw to him every single time.
Exactly, and then when he does, it gets picked off. So
Yes.
I don't know.
Ever heard of Antonio Brown's music?
I actually okay. So are you on? You guys listen to Spotify, right? You guys listen to Spotify, right?
Yeah.
You know how it does that 2020 wrap up? Like it's a slideshow where it showed you your top artists.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, I got the Pioneer slide, and it's like you listened to Urkel by AB before I had 50,000 streams. I'm like, oh, because honestly, that one song Urkel by Antonio Brown ain't that bad. It isn't that bad. The beat I like the beat, but we're gonna have to wrap this up.
Yeah,
I just have one more thing to say.
So I wanted to share my opinion about the Steelers and Ravens game.
Yeah.
So that should have been a blowout, man.
It should.
That was the slappiest.
They had RGP at quarterback, and some of their key defensive line was out, but our receivers dropped 9 passes. Right, Ben could have been 45 of 51 if they dropped those passes.
Yeah.
And he could have 5 touchdowns if they drop those.
It was definitely sloppy, but hopefully we rebound this week and blow out.
Mike Tomlin.
Mike
Tomlin summed it up. Sucking.
No. He didn't say we're sucking. He said the reporter asked a question. He's like, "Suck it." He's like, "You know what? Suck it."
Yeah.
We were
playing junior varsity out there.
Yeah, we were playing junior varsity.
Yeah.
All right. So the NFC North, the division with the Cowboys.
NFC East.
Oh, it's the East. My bad. It's not the North.
Giants.
Yeah, that's
Eagles
fine.
and
Okay.
all the bad teams. All the bad teams that one's gonna eventually have a playoff. It's actually had me thinking.
I personally think that the football team is going to win the division.
I think they are too.
Oh, yeah.
But this I just thought it was something I find funny personally. It's like those kids at the end of the bench on a sports team, cough cough, me and Elliot, that fight for playing time. Like that's how I view that whole division. They're just they're the bad kids at the end of the bench that fight for playing time. That will literally fight each other for playing time. I almost threw hands with Elliot yesterday at practice because he was getting in more than I did, and he was bragging about it like a little poop head.
I want to say thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, of course.
I hope to get on it more.
Oh yeah, we'll bring you in. We'll bring you in every time we're talking mainly about football because you seem to know yourself. I've talked to you for years. I never knew you were this.
Basketball too. I can talk about anything really.
Yeah. We'll text you when I personally I'm a fan of this 3-person dynamic.
Yeah.
It's a better conversation that I think it's a better
I
conversation.
was thinking, like every Friday we do NFL game picks.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
we could do on a Thursday, like a Thursday night football pick, and then just do Friday NFL picks,
Yeah.
and then maybe like Mondays,
Yeah, I'd be.
Steelers game reactions.
Yeah,
know what I'm
I'd be down for that. I'd be definitely down for that, and especially with the NBA slowing down now that all the big trades are out of the way, and they're waiting for the season to start.
Westwood, he got screwed over, man.
Honestly,
He's
though,
one of the worst teams now, dude. But like John Wall hasn't played since like 2018.
I know.
Apparently.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up here. Once again, thank you to Isaac
right.
for joining us on the show today.
Yep. No. Thank you for having me. It's been a really it's been a pleasure being on the show.
I've been Big L, and this has been
and we say goodbye.
Adios.
Goodbye. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the conclusion of the 4th episode of the Bench Buddies podcast. Our podcast is not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor it, that'd be fantastic. We always like money.
Give me the money.
Give me the money. And now we're just going to wrap up the scuffed ending that we just had. So have a nice day. Comment, like, and subscribe. And deuces.